Morning everybody, welcome to the channel. It's kind of a gloomy, cold Saturday morning, so I'm going to get started on one of the projects I've been meaning to get to. You guys haven't seen it on the channel for quite some time, but it's the Schwinn Varsity that I got. It's 73 I think, and been wanting to turn it into more of a cruiser, take off the 10-speed handlebars and put cruiser bars on it just to make it a little more comfortable to ride. Frame's a little small for me anyway, so when I'm all crouched down, it's kind of hard to ride. So try and sit up a little straighter, and my buddy gave me a set of bars, brake levers, and even a new stem. Don't know if I'm going to use the other stem or not. I think the bars will work fine with the current stem, but we'll see. So let's get started. So here's the Schwinn Varsity, if you remember it from the previous videos. Pretty green. I got it from a lady at work whose husband wasn't riding it anymore. He'd gotten it all fixed up, had a service done, so the bike's really in good shape. I just had to replace the tires and the tubes because they were a little worn out, and the brake pads because, as you can imagine, they were pretty well dry rotted. So these are the bars and the brake levers that my buddy Keith had, and I got them from him to donate to the cause, and I think it's gonna look pretty nice, be a much better riding position. I don't know that I can finish it up today. I don't know what I don't have until I get into this, but I think I can reuse, the brake cables and everything that are currently on it. I just might have to get some hand grips. I just realized I don't have hand grips, so alrighty. First thing, let's get the bike off of the stand, and we can put that up, put the 10-speed up there, get a little more room. And up against the Jeep. Perfect. Go. All locked down. Alright, so first thing I did, loosen up the rear brake cable and pull the cable all the way out so I can use it with the new. Okay, hard to do with one hand, so I'll have to put the camera down. Got the brake cables out, both front and rear. The cables have definitely seen better days, so luckily I do have an extra set. So I'll be able to throw them on there and clean up the housings a little bit and still keep the original Schwinn housings. So now what I'm doing is just removing the grip tape. I just cut a little slice in it so I could get it going again. Just going to unravel it, and that way it'll allow me to both take brake levers off on this side and then also be able to slide the bar through the gooseneck and get it out of there. Alright, so got the brake lever off, the rear brake lever off, pulled all the grip tape off, and got the gooseneck loosened up. So now I should be able to pull out the handlebars. It's starting to rain again, but here's our neighbor's lab puppy Callie sitting out there waiting for me. She sits there because she wants me to come over and throw a toy for her. And so out with the old, and well, in with the old, because they're old handlebars too. So out with the 10-speed bars and in with the cruiser bars. Looks pretty good, I think. Let's get it off the stand, see how it sits and rides. Well, maybe not rides since I don't have any brakes, but I'll sit on it and see if I need to put on that raised gooseneck or if the original one will do. Oh yeah. All right, so that is so much more comfortable than riding it with those 10-speed bars. Sitting up straight, looks like the original gooseneck's going to work for me. If I ever need any more clearance or height on the handlebars, I can always put the lifted one on. So, guess get the brake lines hooked back up, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, well, there she is. I thought I had 2 brake cables. I only had 1 brake cable for the rear, so I need to go pick up a new brake cable for the front and also get some hand grips for it, and we can call this one done. I might try to clean up the bars a little bit, but they're kind of rusty crusty like the rest of the bike, so I kind of want to keep it the same vintage and keep it looking the same patina, so might just leave them the way they are. All right, well, it's a couple days later, and I got a front brake cable for the bike. So now I have full brakes around. As you can see, it's wet again. It's been raining. That's all it does in Maryland lately. It's raining. Also took an SOS pad to the bars, and they came out pretty nice. Got the majority of the rust off, especially underneath. There was a lot of rust underneath. And now it looks pretty slick. And there's my new grips, natural van grips. I thought they would look nice with the gum wall tires, and put the chrome end caps back in it that were on the 10-speed bars. So, yep, she's all ready to ride now. Rides great, shifts great, brakes great when the rims are not wet, and yep. So look forward in a couple videos when I go riding with my buddy Keith.